Just the other night, at a hometown football game, my wife and I ran into my old high school flame. And as I introduced them, the past came back to me, and I couldn't help but think of the way things used to be. She was the one that I'd wanted for all times, and each night I'd spend praying that God would make her mine. And if He'd only grant me this wish I wished back then, I'd never ask for anything again. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. Remember when you're talking to the man upstairs, that just because he doesn't answer doesn't mean he don't care. 'Cause some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. She wasn't quite the angel that I remembered in my dreams, and I could tell the time changed me. In her eyes too it seemed. We tried to talk about the old days, there wasn't much we could recall. I guess the Lord knows what He's doing after all. And as she walked away, well, I looked at my wife, and then and there I thanked the good Lord for the gifts in my life. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. Remember when you're talking to the man upstairs, and just because he may not answer doesn't mean he don't care. 'Cause some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered. Some of God's greatest gifts are all too often unanswered. Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. "3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. The city's looking like a ghost town on a moonlit summer night. Raindrops on the windshield, there's a storm moving in. He's heading back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls. Every light is burning in a house across town. She's pacing by the telephone in her faded flannel gown, asking for a miracle, hoping she's not right, praying it's the weather that's kept him out all night. And the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls. The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night, as the storm blows all out of control. Deep in her heart thunder rolls. She's waiting by the window when he pulls into the drive. She rushes out to hold him, thankful he's alive. But on the wind and rain, a strange new perfume blows, and the lightning flashes in her eyes, and he knows that she knows, and the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls. The thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night, as the storm blows on out of control. Deep in her heart, the thunder rolls. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. I toasted you and said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I've got a friend in low places. I guess I was wrong, I just don't belong. But then, I've been there before. Everything's alright, I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Hey, I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me an hour and then we'll all be as high as that ivory tower that you're living on. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I've got a friend in low places. I got friends in low places where the whiskey some vows and spread their wings, settle down with just what they need, living on love. She don't care about what's in style, she just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, it's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. Two old people without a thing, children gone, still they sing, side by side on their front porch swing, living on love. He can't see anymore, and she can barely sweep the floor, but hand in hand they'll walk through that door, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, it's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, it's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. No, it doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared neath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Holding you, I held everything for a moment. Wasn't I the king? But If I'd only known how the king would fall. Hey, who's to say? You know I might have changed it all. And I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the day. My life, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the days.
On the Chattahoochee, the rig gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Well, away down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. It's where I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. Well, we fogged up the windows in my old Chevy. I wasn't willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a great snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Well, away down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. It's where I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. Well, away down yonder on the Chattahoochee, the rig gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Windows in my old Chevy. I wasn't willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a great snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Well, away down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. It's where I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. Learned a lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love.
Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared
beneath the stars above. And for a moment, all the world was right. And how could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And now, I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Now holding you, well, I held everything. And for a moment, wasn't I the king? But if I'd only known how the king would fall, hey, who's to say? You know, I might have changed it all. And now, I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our life, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. It's my life, well, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance.
Be my guest, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you, Dan.
Sun is hot and that old clock is moving slow. So am I. Workday passes like molasses in wintertime. But it's July. Getting paid by the hour, over by the minute. All just pushed me over the limit. I'd like to call it something. I think I'll just call it a day. And pour me something tall and strong. Make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This lunch break is gonna take all afternoon and half the night. Tomorrow morning I know they'll be hell to pay. Hey, but that's alright. I ain't had a day off now in over a year. This Jamaican vacation's gonna start right here. If the phone's for me, you can tell them I just sailed away. And pour me something tall and strong. Make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I can pay off my tab, pull myself in a cab, and be back to work before 2. At a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do? Funny you should ask, Alan. I'd say, pour me something tall and strong to get a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. Pour me something tall and strong to get a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but some beacon, please. I did between the booties, man. I heard it.
All right, it's 5 o'clock. Let's go somewhere, Alan.
Get out of here, I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm going.
Just the other night, at a hometown football game, my wife and I ran into my old high school flame. And as I introduced them, the past came back to me, and I couldn't help but think of the way things used to be. And she was the one that I'd wanted for all time. And each night I'd spend praying that God would make her mine. And if he'd only grant me this wish I wished back then, I'd never ask for anything again. Sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. Remember when you're talking to the man upstairs, and just because he doesn't answer, it doesn't mean he don't care. 'Cause some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers.
Won't hear some Jones, 'cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. I don't feel like rocking, 'cause if my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. Before you drop that quarter, keep one thing in mind. You got a heartbroken hillbilly standing here in line. I've been down and lonely ever since she left. Before you punch that number, did I make one request? Don't rock the jukebox, I wanna hear some Jones. 'Cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. I'll play my little country music. Got nothing against a rock and roll, but when your heart's been broken, you need a song that's slow. Ain't nothing like a steel guitar to drown a memory. So when you spend your money, baby, play a song for me. And don't rock the jukebox, wanna hear George Jones. 'Cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stone. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song. Don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song.
in a one-room rundown shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. Didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. When Mama spent every last penny for me to buy me a dancing dress. When Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, but she painted my eyes a little. Then I stepped into a satin dancing dress that had a skin beside clean up right here. But it was red velvet trimming and it fit me good. And standing back from the looking glass, there stood a woman with a half-grown kid that stood. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on my neck, then she kissed my cheek. And then I saw the tears welling up in her troubled eyes when she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. She said, your paws run off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine old self be true. And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high shoe. It sounded like somebody else who was talking, asking Mama, what do I do? She said, just be nice to the gentleman, fancy, they'll be nice to you. And she said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Oh, forgive me for what I do, but if you won't help, it's up to you. Now don't let me down, now your mama's gonna move you uptown. That was the last time I saw my mom. I left that rickety shack. The welfare people came and took the baby. Mama died and I ain't gone back. But the wheels of fate started to turn, and for me there was no way out. It wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mama been talking about. I knew what I had to do, but I made myself this solemn vow that I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when and how. But I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. You know I might have been born just plain white trash, but fancy was my name. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. She said, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Wasn't long after up an Evelyn man took me in off the streets. 1 week later I was born as tea in a 5-room hotel suite. Yes, you are. John the King, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. Then I got me a Georgia mansion and an elegant New York townhouse flat. And I ain't no man. In this world there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites that call me bad and criticize Mama for turning me out, no matter how little we had. Oh no, I ain't had to worry about nothing for now on 15 years. Well, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ear. was working through college on my grandpa's farm. I was thirsting for knowledge, and he had a car. Yeah, I was caught somewhere between a woman and a child. One restless summer we found love growing wild on the banks of the river on a well-beaten path. It's funny how those memories, they last like strawberry wine. And 17, the hot July moon saw everything. My first taste of love, so bittersweet and green on the vine, like strawberry wine. Well, I still remember when 40 was old. My biggest fear was September, when he had to go. Yeah, a few cards and letters and one long distance call. We drifted away like the leaves in the fall. But year after year I come back to this place just to remember the taste of strawberry wine. 17, the hot July moon saw everything. My first taste of love, so bittersweet and green on the vine, like strawberry wine. The fields have grown over now, years since they've seen the plow. There's nothing time hasn't touched. Is it really him or the loss of my innocence? I've been missing so much, yeah. Yeah, strawberry wine, 17, the hot July moon saw everything. My first taste of love, so bittersweet and green on the vine, like strawberry wine. And 17, the hot July moon saw everything. My first taste of love, so bittersweet and green on the vine, like strawberry wine. Strawberry wine.
Say yeehaw! Now that you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away, settling down with your married man? If I asked you twice, begged you pretty please, she'd have said yes in a New York minute and
a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James. Ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for Texas Rangers. Go west, young man, haven't you been told California's full of whiskey? Women go sleeping out all night beneath the desert star, dreaming may I in a prayer. May I, what you say? Should have been a cowboy, should have learned rubber ride, with my six-shooter ride, my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young man's heart, just like Gene, singing those campfire songs. Should have been a cowboy. Let's play a little cowboy guitar right there. All right, you people, let's sing this cowboy song together. Let's go. Should have been a... Sing it. Should have been a cowboy. Should have been a cowboy. Should have been a Yeah. He should have been one too, bad guy.
Friday evening, mama doesn't know she's leaving till she hears the screen slamming, rubber squeezing gears, and jamming a local country station just blaring on the radio. Picking up at 7, then they're heading to the rodeo. Mama's on the front porch screaming out a warning. Yo, you better get your red ass back in bed before morning. 9 o'clock the show is ended, but the fun is just beginning. She knows he's anticipating, but she's gonna keep him waiting. Grab her by the evening, then they're heading to the Honky Tonk Heroes. Just ain't what they really want. Drive out to the boondocks, park down by the creek, yeah, where it's short, straight, and real ladies dancing cheek to cheek. Yeah, going down till the sun comes up. I ain't giving in till they get enough. Going around the world in a pickup truck. Ain't go down till the sun comes up. Winding, dancing, midnight starts a hard romance at 1 o'clock. That truck is rocking, 2 is coming, still don't stop. And breaks check the clock, 3 they're right on where they wanna be. And 4 o'clock, get up and go. 5 o'clock, everything's good. Going around the world
a single mom goes out on a date with somebody new, it always winds up feeling more like a job interview. My mama used to wonder if she'd ever meet someone who wouldn't find out about me and then turn around and run. I met the man I call my dad when I was 5 years old. He took my mom out to a movie, and for once I got to go. A few months later I remember lying there in bed. I overheard him pop the question, and I prayed that she'd say yes. And then all of a sudden, oh, it seems so strange to me how we went from something's missing to a family. Looking back, all I can say about all the things he did for me is I hope I'm at least half the dad that he didn't have to be. I met the girl that's now my wife about 3 years ago. We had the perfect marriage, but we wanted something more. And now here I stand surrounded by our family and friends, crowded round the nursery window as they bring the baby in. And now all of a sudden, oh, it seems so strange to me how we've gone from something's missing to a family. Looking through the glass, I think about the man that's standing next to me. And I hope I'm at least half the dad that he didn't have to be. Yeah, I hope I'm at least half the dad that he didn't have to be. Because he didn't have to be. You know he didn't have to be.
But what it holds for her, she hasn't yet. And as her folks drive away, her dad yells, check the oil. Mom stares out the window and says, I'm leaving my girl. She said it didn't seem like that long ago when she stood there and let her uncles know she needed wide open spaces, room to make her big mistakes. She needed new faces. She knows the highest stakes. 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 Wide open spaces. She knows the highest stakes. Wide open spaces.
Baby, tell me, where'd you ever learn to fly without saying no word? And waltz back into my life like it's all gonna be alright. But don't you know how much it hurts when we don't talk, when we don't touch, when it doesn't feel like we're even in love? It matters to me when I don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know if it really even matters to you. How can I make you see it matters to me? Baby, I still don't understand the distance between a woman and a man. So tell me how far it is, how you can love like this. Oh, 'cause I'm not sure I can. When we don't talk, when we don't touch, when it doesn't feel like we're even in love, it matters to me when I don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know if it really even matters to you. How can I make you see it matters to me? Oh, when I don't know what to say, don't know what to do, don't know if it really even matters to you. How can I make you see? Oh, it matters to me. Oh, it matters to me. It matters to me.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rosa's Cantina. Music would play and Polina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his rightful love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger laid dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked for the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance and that was to run. Out through the back door of roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run, up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso out to the Badlands of New Mexico. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by two loving arms that I'll die for, one little kiss and Felina, goodbye.
Baby, all I've got is this beat up leather bag, and everything I own don't fill a bath. But don't you worry about the way I pack, all I care about is getting back real soon. A goodbye kiss is all I need from you. I'm carrying your love with me from Louisiana up to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me is my strength for holding on. Every minute that I'll have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm carrying your love with me. On a lonely highway, stuck out in the rain. Darling, all I'll have to do is speak your name. The clouds roll back and the waters part. The sun starts shining in my heart for you. Yeah, you're right there and everything I do. I'm carrying your love with me from Louisiana up to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me is my strength for holding on. Every minute that I'll have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm carrying your love with me. I'm carrying your love with me from Louisiana up to Tennessee. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. Carrying your love with me is my strength for holding on. Every minute that I'll have to be gone, I'll have everything I'll ever need. I'm
carrying your love with me. Carrying your love with me.
You may think that I'm talking foolish. You've heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now this love that I feel for you always will be. But you're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours until the day that I die. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever. Forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful, I'll be happy to tell you again. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. They say time takes its toll on a body, makes a young girl's brown hair turn gray. Well, honey, I don't care. I ain't in love with your hair. And if it all fell out, well, I'd love you anyway. They say time can play tricks on a memory, make people forget things they knew. Well, it's easy to see it's happening to me. I've already forgotten every woman but you. Oh, darling, I'm gonna love you forever. Forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful, or just listen to how this song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, amen.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.